Hey everybody, I am back. It's been a really busy 6 months or so. I haven't really been playing much paintball, and I certainly haven't been doing anything else related to paintball. But things have eased up a little bit, and I'm back. And the first thing I want to talk about now is this. The CCI Phantom, specifically a new Phantom that I got directly from CCI at the end of last year. I want to talk about this because it illustrates the responsiveness of Mike at CCI to his customers' needs. For a long time, there have been three options that people have been looking for in the aftermarket for their Phantoms. OnePiece Feeds, freakboard barrels, and undercocking kits. And for a while, we've had a bunch of options for each one. So you've had Mongo, OnePiece Feeds, like that come with the duck slide. White Wolf Aerosmith made a OnePiece Feed. A lot of people over the years have freakboard barrels. And of course, there are lots of options for undercocking kits. There's the old Wevo kits, there's the Rain Man kits. Punisher had a lot of options when he was making undercocking kits. So for a long time, there have been aftermarket options for these three things. But in the last few years, CCI has actually come out with their own versions of each. And this Phantom I got new last year, actually has each of those things. So first, let me tell you about this OnePiece Feed. As you can see, it is fairly long. It holds 12 or 13 paintballs. It has slots in both sides, so you can keep track of how many shots you have left. It's similar to the Mongo type feed, but the slots are a little bit smaller and they're a little bit lower down. The feed actually sits a little bit lower and kind of wraps around the body of the marker a little bit more, but cosmetically it's pretty similar to the Mongo feed that you see on duck slides. One great feature with this is the way it is locked in place. It uses the same screw as the normal Phantom feed block, but it actually has a plastic insert right here. You can see this is a separate piece, and the screw is actually captive in there, so you can unscrew it, and you can't lose the screw. You would actually have to kind of push it in a little bit and slide the plastic piece out in order to remove the screw if you wanted to do that, which is a really nice feature. We've all taken off the feed blocks and the screw drops and rolls under something on the floor, and then you have to go find the screw. So it's really nice to have that kind of just a little design feature in there that's very unique among OnePiece feeds. One thing you need to keep in mind with this is that if you use it with a dropout valve, you do need to trim the feed gate a little bit. You can see right there, it kind of sits around the dropout valve, so you have to trim it so it fits, otherwise it kind of forces it upwards a little bit, can put strain on the whole system, so you got to deal with that. So that's the CCI OnePiece feed. Over here, I have the CCI undercocking kit, which you can see is a very small, simple kit, and cosmetically it resembles the normal CCI pump handle. It is a little bit small, so if you've got bigger hands, you probably want something like a Rain Man kit, or if you can find one of the old Punisher kits, but this is totally fine for most people, I think. It has one guide rod, plus the main pump rod where I have the return spring, and then it sits around the barrel, and uses the barrel as a bit of a guide as well. So it's not completely stable. It has more rock to it than, say, the Rain Man kit or a dual rod Punisher kit, but it's excellent quality. It's very small, it's unobtrusive, it's light, and I really like that. It actually closely resembles the old Wevo kits. If you can remember those, the pump handle design is a little bit different, but in terms of the bracket for the guide rod and the way it mounts and everything, it's very similar to the old Wevo kits. Finally, we have this. This is an 8-inch freakboard barrel from the CCI factory. So a lot of people have bored CCI barrels over the years, but just recently, relatively recently, Mike at the factory has started doing it in-house. These are not stock barrels that are bored. These are manufactured to accommodate freak inserts. Let me just show you very simply. There you go. So it's from the factory with the freak inserts. You can get these at the 8, 11, or 14-inch lengths. He doesn't make them in the 6-inch lengths because the freak insert is actually so long it starts to interfere with the muzzle brake in the 6-inch barrel. And I'm not sure if you can get them with the longer barrels with the detachable muzzle brakes, but I know they're available in the standard 8, 11, and 14-inch models. So that's really all I wanted to talk about here. This is the CCI Phantom with the great aftermarket CCI parts responding to market demands. We've got the OnePiece Feed, the freakboard barrel, and the undercocking kit. CCI is pretty much the best. Thanks for watching. See you next time.